you're a seated athlete today, we're going to do the lay down on the ground. Folks are going to do planks, crunches, 6-inch flutters, which your feet are going to be 6 inches off the ground. And you want to be fluttering your feet the whole time, so they never touch. So you want to keep them, you know, this far off the ground, and then you're going to be laying on your back, and you can either be fluttering them like this, or you can keep them still, but just keep them 6 inches off the ground. And then we're going to do bird dogs. Bird dogs are, if you don't know, are the ones where you are alternating sides. So one arm and then your other foot goes backwards, and you hold that position. We're gonna do those in intervals of 10. If you're a seated athlete with us today, when we do planks, you guys are doing front crunches. Today we're going to do something different with these. So front crunches, you guys know, it's tightening up that core all the way from your hips to the bottom of your chest right here, nice and tight the entire time. Our planks are going to be timed, so it'll be very easy for you to stay on tense there. When we do our crunches, you guys are doing twist crunches, so you're coming to the side. You're not bending, you're coming to the side. You're just twisting, tightening that core the entire time. When we do flutters, you guys are going to do hovers. Hovers are the ones where you're just getting your bum up off the chair, so you're pushing down. When we do bird dogs, though, this is the different one. It's going to be a side crunch, so you're going to be bending. What I want you to do is engage your oblique. So your obliques are these muscles on the side. We want to engage them as hard as we can as we bend. What you'll feel is you'll feel the opposite side. So whatever is the long side is where you'll really feel it. And I want you to hold that oblique the whole time. So as you're bending over, you're keeping it nice and crunched. When we do bird dogs, we'll do the ends. So when we get to 5, I'll have you switch to the other side. So as we do those, you're floating one side to the other side. That way we're nice and even. Planks, we're going to start with 30 seconds. If you're doing planks, go ahead and start to get ready for that. If you have water, keep it nearby. We'll do the 4 exercises right in a row, and then we'll take a 2-minute water break. But let's start with a little bit of stretching first. So if you're seated already, great. What we're going to do first is we're going to do a nice tall up in the air stretch. So what I want you to do is take your hands. If you can lift them above your head, great. And you want to be arcing that back. Get a nice straight curve, kind of coming straight up. And just get as tall as you possibly can. Just stretch it all out. Don't lean back. Don't lean forward. You're kind of going straight up to the sky as far as you can. And just hold that for about a 10 count. Nice deep breathing, kind of in through your nose, out through your mouth. You want to roll your neck around a little bit. That's a great thing too. And now as we start to get closer to 10 seconds, just do a real slight bend to the side, whichever side you want. Hold that for a couple. Going the other way as I tip over. Holding that for a couple. Cool. Down. We're going to do our little twist stretch. So if you're already seated, great. All we're going to do is take our opposite arm across our leg, and we're just twisting our core, twisting our trunk, and just letting a nice deep stretch happen. It's nice and comfortable. Shouldn't hurt. If you feel tight, like slowly exert a little more pressure, and it'll kind of twist you into it. But don't make yourself hurt at all. That's not the objective here. We're just going to hold that for a 10 count. Kind of keep your head straight ahead. Now we're going to switch sides. And again, nice, comfy stretch. Breathe in the whole time, in through the mouth, out through the nose, or in through the nose, out through the mouth. Nice, comfy stretch. All right, now we're going to start with planks. So if you're a seated athlete, you're doing crunches, front crunches, the entire time we're doing these. We're going for 30 seconds. I'm going to set a timer. If you're doing a crunch or a plank with me, remember we're trying to keep it nice and level. We're not sagging. We're not like bridging really high, nice and level. So I'm going to set the timer, and away we go. Pull up into the plank. Nice straight line down your whole body. Try not to float around. If you feel like you need to lose a little bit of the weight, just drop one knee. If you feel like you want to lose more, drop both knees. But if you drop a knee or knees, keep your core nice and tight the whole time. If you're doing a crunch right now, you're still tight, tight, tight. Hold that core nice and firm. 3, 2, 1, stop. Now we're going to do crunches on the floor. If you're a seated athlete, you're doing a twist crunch. So crunches on the floor, just remember, hands are behind your head, but they're not interlaced. They're just touching, and you're just peeling up the shoulder blades. That's all you're doing. Don't go higher than that. Just peel those shoulder blades up. If you're doing a twist crunch, I'll have you switch when we get to 5. So here we go. We're going to do 10 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you're twisting, you're turning the other way. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now you're back to neutral. Okay, we're doing 6-inch flutters. If you're a seated athlete, you're doing your bum hovers. Remember, if you're doing flutters, you want to just get those feet 6 inches off the ground. Turn this way. So 6 inches off the ground. And then if you want to flutter, you're just doing this. So we're going to hold these for 30 seconds. If you're doing a hover, you're holding for 30 seconds as well. Let me clear this. All right, here we go. Flutters or hovers? It all rhymes. And up. Here we go. And the flutter is not like a huge flutter. You're not doing like course line kicks. You're just kind of keeping that core tight the whole time. If you're seated, you're hovering this whole time. Keep that bum up. If you have to take a break, drop the bum down. And then push right back up into it. 3, 2, 1. Beauty. All right, bird dogs. If we're doing bird dogs, great. If you're doing side crunches, remember, it's just the oblique. So you want that panel, this panel right here. These are the ones you want. So as you roll into it, sometimes I'll use my hands just to roll over to it. And this arm gives me a little bit of support, but I don't want to be pushing on this arm. It's down, but it's just like a kickstand. And then when you go the other way, come to neutral, and then go the other way. When you go, don't core up until you get to the position. Because if you core up beforehand, it's just kind of hard to bend. So just bend into it, then tighten up the core. You'll feel this engage on you as you go. If you really want to go deeper, you can bring your arm up. It'll take you over and stretch, then core up, but just don't core up beforehand. If you're doing bird dogs, we're going to do 10 of those. If you're doing the side crunches, I'm going to switch you at 5. So here we go. Let's start with bird dogs. 1, hold that out. 2, 3, 4, 5. If you're doing the obliques, switch. Everybody else hold that bird dog where you are. Here we go, switching sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is 1 rotation. We're gonna rest for 2 minutes. If you have water, drink some water. Guys, this floor is like an ice skating rink. I feel like I'm doing like aerobics. It's so slippery. So that's 1 rotation. We're gonna do 3 more, and then we'll do a little bit of light stretching again at the end. Guys are
Still there, Craig? Uh-oh. Paul, what'd you do?
Must have cut out. Oh, maybe he's back.
Yeah, he's having some trouble at his Airbnb, I think. Oh, there he is.
Look at that. It's like perfect timing. It kicked me off and then put me back on. And I still had 30 seconds to spare. That's awesome. Maybe. Everybody back? I'm back. There we go. Look at 2 minutes exactly. It's like I tried to do that. It kicked me off, but I'm back. Okay, here we go again. Second rotation, you guys. Planks first. So planks, we're gonna add 10 seconds on each side. So instead of going 30, we are going for 50. So I'm gonna roll onto my side. You guys don't have to do that. If you're holding a crunch for this time, you are going to hold it for 30 seconds. I will let you know when we're at 30. You're gonna let it relax a little bit for 10, and then you're gonna engage for that last 10 with me. So if not, we're doing planks. And here we go, up into a plank. I think you guys are hearing me. Looks like you're hearing me. Keep that crunch the whole time. Here we go. Coming up on 25. So at 30, I'm gonna roll onto my side. You guys are gonna let that crunch out. So now roll onto my side. You guys are relaxing that crunch if you're seated. I'm gonna flip to the other side. You guys are crunching that again. Here we go. Keep holding it for 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Now we're all doing crunches, or you're doing twists. 10 crunches. I'll switch you at the 5 count to hold the other side. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you're twisting, twist the other way. Here we go for 6, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Doing 6-inch flutters, or you're doing hovers. 6-inch flutters, we're holding those for 30 seconds as well. I will switch you guys. Actually, no, you just hold the hover for 30 seconds if you can. If you can't, that's okay too. Here we go. Flutters for 30 or 6 inches. 6-inch flutters. Keep them moving. Keep them moving. If you're hovering and you need to sit down a little bit, that's okay. You're fluttering, keep them fluttering. If you're just 6 inches, keep them at 6 inches. We're coming up on 18. There's 20. Keep those flutters happy. There's 25. 3, 2, 1. Beauty. All right, now bird dogs are those oblique crunches. Reset that. I'll switch you guys on your obliques once we get to 5. Here we go. Bird dogs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you're doing side crunches and obliques, switch sides. Everybody else hold that bird dog. Here we go. We're switching sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everybody's doing 2 minutes. Drink some water. See if I get disconnected again. Halfway there. Halfway there. So planks on this one, we're going to do the exact same. So 30, 30, 10, 10. So 10 on each side. And if you're doing those crunches, you're going to hold it for 30, rest for 10, hold it for 10. Everybody's doing great. And I'm not getting disconnected again. This is great. Wonderful. Half the way there. And then at the end, again, we're going to do some stretches, some nice light stretches again. And Sente, you look way too relaxed.
No, I am. I have a little participant here.
You almost look like you're watching TV.
See? That's my granddaughter. She wants to say hello.
Hello.
Say hi.
How are you?
She's working out with us.
That's awesome. That's a good workout buddy right there.
That's
Like
right.
the best workout buddy.
Exactly.
Get her in our youth
All right, that's a
program.
minute 30. So remember, we're going to start with planks. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. We're recruiting now. All right, coming up on a minute 45. So if you're doing planks, get ready to do planks. If you're doing seated crunches, holding for the seated crunch. Oh, getting too old for these. All right, here we go. Reset this. Okay, so remember 30, 10, 10. I will tell you when you're gonna let that crunch out. Here we go, pull up into a plank, and we're going for 30 straight. If you're crunched, hold that crunch nice and firm. It should start to feel like jelly on this rotation. Hold it nice and tight. There's 20. So at 30, I'm gonna roll onto my side. If you're holding that crunch, you're gonna let that crunch out. Here we go. Okay, so if you're crunching, now you're resting. Hold it. Now I'm turning, now you're crunching again. Going for 10. There's 50. Beautiful. Now we're all doing crunches, or you're doing twist crunches. We reset that. So if you're twisting, when we get to 5, I'll let you know, and we're going to switch sides. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch sides. Hold that crunch. Here we go for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. Now we're doing flutters for 30, or you're doing hovers. So flutters for 30. Here we go. And we're off. Or you're hovering. Cool, there's 10. There's 15. There's 20. Hold that hover. 3, 2, 1. Beauty. Okay, bird dogs or those oblique crunches. Let me reset this. Bird dogs, we're doing 5 on each side. All right, here we go. If you're doing the obliques, go ahead and bend into that oblique. Here go the bird dogs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go ahead and switch sides on the oblique. Switching bird dog sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Beautiful. All right. Last rest. Let me start that. Going for 2 minutes here. One more set. Same exact rotation. 30, 10, 10 on the planks, 10 crunches, 30-second flutters or hovers, and then the bird dogs to finish. Second. You have water, drink the water now. I have a really weird delay on you guys, so I'm hoping you're hearing everything. I think you are. Kind of looks like you are.
Yeah, it's good. Just every once in a while, it just kind of.
Okay, on this last rotation, we'll just. That's a minute. All right, coming up on a minute and a half. So if you're going to do planks, start to get ready for that. Stretch my back a little bit.
Did we lose him? I'd say go ahead and get into the plank. By the time he gets back, it'll probably be the 30 seconds.
And then it looked like across my screen it said Danica's the host now.
Oh, you're kidding.
Yeah, Danica's the host now.
That's what it said.
Yeah, it went across the screen.
Oh, yeah. All right. Let's do it, Danica.
Okay. Crunches, everybody.
Yes, all right.
Or side crunches. I think you said side crunches or regular crunches.
Yep.
And how many? Was there 10? Right?
10 on each side.
Okay. All right. On your mark. Get set. All right. Go. 1, 2.
And if you're seated, you're holding it on, I think, what, 5 seconds on each side?
6. I have no idea. 7. 8. 9. 10.
And once Danica finishes her other 10, then it's going to be bird dogs. Right?
Yes. Bird dogs.
So take, 30 seconds. Relax.
Maybe.
And if you're seated, I believe you're doing a crunch, correct?
Twist. That was a twist.
Oh, that's when it's the twist? Okay. So 10 more seconds, and it's actually 5 bird dogs on each side.
Are you guys ready? Go.
1, 2, 3,
Look at you guys.
4, 5. Switch. Danica's leading it.
Nice. Where are we? We're at bird dogs?
Yep.
And it somehow made the host too.
I'm just going to watch for the last rotation then.
She was the host, so we just said, well, I guess you're the host.
Hey, you are the host. It kicked me all the way out. I had to go all the way back in. Sorry about that.
What's our last exercise? We missed one.
Bird dogs, and then there was something else.
So you did planks, crunches, 6-inch flutters.
Oh,
and then
flutters.
bird-
I forgot flutters.
Missed the flutters.
All right, let's do flutters together then. 6-inch flutters for 30 seconds. Here we go.
I knew those.
See that? That's why they pay me the big bucks. All right, here we go.
This takes me back to Navy diver days.
30 seconds. Here we go. Start that flutter. Holding it the whole time. And if you're seated, you're doing hovers. Coming up on 15. That's 15. There's 20. 5 more. That's 30. Beautiful. All right, now we're going to just do those 3 stretches again. So we started with that nice high stretch to start. Or you can just extend that forward like you can. All right, we're going to hold that for, I'm actually timing. We're going to hold this for a 10 count. So nice high stretch. Here we go for 10. Good. Now we're going to do that twisting stretch again. We're going to do that one for 10 as well. 10 on each side. Here we go. So let that arm drape across and we're just twisting into it. Nice even stretch. Same as when we started. Don't bounce into it. Don't make it hurt. Should feel nice and comfy. All right, switching sides. Beautiful. Now let's add a little bit of a front stretch down forward as far as you can go forward comfortably. Nice, easy stretch. Again, we're going to go there for 10 seconds. Here we go. Nice and even. Good. Beautiful. All right, that's it, you guys. A little bit of glitchiness, but hopefully that won't happen again next week. Anybody have any questions, comments?